if we go to Shields.io, तो Shields.io के अंदर फॉर एग्जांपल बिल्ड में तुमने शायद ये पहला वाला पिक किया.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Now I see there are different app names.
Right. So कहाँ गया ये वाला. No, that's okay. I mean जैसे मुझे AppWire का हुआ ये कि मेरा I've experimented with AppWire I think around 1.5 years back.
No, but if I had just had a look, then I would have realized probably because it says Azure DevOps.
Right.
No, actually I did take a look, but somehow I didn't realize that that's a separate.
Okay. Because what we need is, for example, GitHub pipeline status, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the one that we need. Probably.
Or we can say workflow status, right? I don't know what.
Yeah, workflow status branch. Yeah. So if you go here, here you can give, for example, user. So अगर मेरा user था शायद प्रमोद कुमार यादव, repo was drone, and अगर मैं GitHub पे जाऊँ, let's go to drone. So actions में अपने एक्शन का नाम है Java CI with Maven, right? We could have also renamed it something else, but Java CI with Maven is good enough. So if you write here, you have to write exactly the same, Java CI with Maven. Okay, and the branch that you want to use is, we are pushing everything on develop, right? And you see, it already changed. Build passing.
Yeah.
And that's the proof. If I give something else, see, no status.
Yeah.
So that's the proof that it works. And then you can copy the badge URL. And so one more thing which I can tell is, so इसमें क्या किया इन्होंने, जैसे for example, if I go back to your readme file, you only see the image. But let's say if you want to go and see the build itself, you cannot see, right?
Yeah.
So if I pick up this, it shows me the stats. But in this case, there's nothing really to go because it's more like a matrix. But let's do this. So let's just copy this badge, copy badge URL, and now I can show, for example, that even a branch बनाई थी add badges के लिए, I have no intentions to push it because I wanted you to do it, but I just wanted to try and see if this works. So if I put this, you will actually see, my copy not URL, but copy markdown. So if I copy the markdown, you will see कि दोनों build passing है, लेकिन इसको मैं click नहीं कर सकता. I'm trying to click, I can't click. But this one, if I click, it can actually take me to the last build. And this is cool.
Yeah.
So, and the way you can do it is, it's a very simple trick. And this is the only thing, which was probably left except what you've already done.
Okay.
So if you look at this markdown, which we just copied from Shields.io, अगर तुम्हें ध्यान होगा तो ये, अगर let's say if you remember, I said this is the way you give a URL. So if I say my GitHub repo, right?
It's like a hyperlink.
Correct. It's like the hyperlink. So if we just pick up drone, let's go back here. So it becomes a hyperlink. The only thing different between this and this is this.
Right.
And you see, now it's trying to show an image, but there is no image, and that's why it's not able to show. In this case, because there's an image, it is showing you that image. So that's the difference. But so यहाँ पे इसने बोला कि GitHub workflow status branch, and you can rename it whatever you want to rename. It doesn't matter. It's just a text. It's this thing which is pushing this icon from here.
Yeah.
The only difference is, now what you want to do is, you want to say, for this thing, I actually want to make a hyperlink. And it's easy. Treat this whole thing as like text, enclose it in the bracket now.
Right.
And then you give the URL of, let's say, actions. And now if you click on this, you have all this latest workflow. just Control C, and if you go back, put it here, and now that's an hyperlink. Same thing, same trick.
Okay. It's not part of the badge itself, but
no.
You just make it.
Yes.
Make a hyperlink.
Exactly. Because as a part of badge, you can see it as a part of only as a badge. But yeah. And if you want to trace down, then it's cool. It's like this was also a badge, but when I clicked on this, now you can actually see which are the open issues, which makes sense, right?
Right. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So maybe you can share your screen. I will just, ping you these things, and you can also try to copy this because now you already know the concept.
Yeah.
And let's try to.
Yeah. So I know the concept. So shall I do it later? We don't have to do it in this session.
I thought we can first do shields because that's what I had in my mind, and then we can maybe pick up configuration.
Okay.
It wouldn't take much time.
You have to make me use.
Yes, let me also reply to you. I mean, the reason I like these shields things is, even though it's less work, but it's like it immediately adds a lot of value in your, in your repo. Let's see. Where is it? Stop share. Can't get participants. More. Make host. Yeah. And I was also thinking, Rashmi, maybe it's time that, because I thought it was a bad idea that, I created this repo in my GitHub. It would actually have been pretty awesome if you would have created it, because you can really show it as, in your resume.
Yeah.
And maybe what you can do is, because commits तो हैं इसके अंदर सारे, तो commits तो कहीं नहीं गए, तुम एक local copy बनाओ और तुम अपने GitHub repo पे इसको push करो, right? And yeah, I mean, you already have a local copy, so from a Git point of view, it will show all the commits, and then you push it on your GitHub repo, and then from then on we will work on your GitHub repo. क्योंकि कल को अगर कोई देखना चाहेगा ना कि okay, you are showing this as your repo, if they will try to look at the commits, they can actually see that we both have contributed there, but they will see your commits and then they know you're not faking it.
The reason why I was looking at that was because I thought you were going to make a tutorial, right? So
right.
It's good.
Right. हाँ, मुझे भी शुरू में ये लगा था, but then I realized कि eventually now you have learned a lot of skills, and the whole goal was to help you with this, and if it shows on your repo, you can actually use it in your resume. There's no point for keeping it in my repo.
Okay. So which ones do you want me to remove? Because few things I just added just for the fun of it.
Let's do one thing. सबसे पहले जो मैंने 2-3 भेजे हैं ना, वो कॉपी करके ऊपर डाल सकती हो, बट उसमें भी ओके, इस रेपो का just create another remote.
Sorry?
Let's do one thing. Go to your GitHub repo first. And maybe create a project called drone, or whatever you want to create.
Shall we do it later?
No, I was thinking we can directly start pushing stuff to your. Let's make a PR on your project rather than keep on doing it on my branch.
But that's okay. Only for today.
Oh, ठीक है, चलेगा.
I'll make a repository and then we can.
चलेगा. Let's do it later then. Cool. ठीक है. For now, you can copy this, and you immediately see this. You can remove the last one because it's a duplicate, and you actually see 1 minute before you remove. You actually see when we copied it from Shields.io, the second and third, even though they're exactly the same, the only difference is in the last one you see a text GitHub workflow status branch. But it's not really used anywhere. So if you
that's what I was wondering. Why do we keep these things. I was also wondering
Yeah, I
where
mean,
is this used? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's more like informational. If somebody wants to see what is this workflow about, so it still
okay.
makes sense. So I mean, in fact, you can say develop, and then you know that in branch, if you write actually develop, then you know that this is the workflow status for develop.
Right, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
For now, let's keep the third one. In fact, I will also copy this one from you because I like this one, the GitHub stats.
Yeah, this is overall. This is not about this repository,
Correct.
but for your overall profile.
Correct.
And but this is specifically for. I think in a way this is also nice. Like when you want to showcase your repository to someone,
Right.
it clearly tells you.
I mean, more than the
what
repo,
languages are being used.
there is something called there's a concept called GitHub profiles, and I have been thinking of making GitHub profile from a long time, but this is a good start for me to actually start doing it because तुमने जो कोड रेफर किया ना शील्ड्स आयु का, ये एक्चुअली तुमने GitHub प्रोफाइल का रेफर किया because as you can see, for example, ये जो मेरा बता रहा है ना, ये total commits, total PRs, total issues, ये मेरा पूरा GitHub repo का बता रहा है.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
So it's my GitHub
for
profile.
your complete profile.
Correct.
Promote command.
Correct.
Depending on what all repositories.
Correct.
Yeah.
But for now, let's keep it. एक अगली PR में उड़ा देंगे इसको because I want to refer to this code and start working on my GitHub profile.
Okay.
So ये दोनों रखते हैं, and if you want to add something more from Shields.io, you can remove this project not found वाला thing.
Yeah.
I think app wire का नीचे होगा.
Yeah.
Yes. And whatever is working, let's keep it because once I have copy pasted for my profile, then we can remove it.
Okay. This one, right?
Yep.
No.
क्या देख रही हो तुम अभी? Shields.io.
Yeah, she's
नीचे. If you no go back. If you scroll down here, Shields.io. Yes. Actually बहुत कुछ कॉपी कर सकते हो तुम यहाँ से. GitHub के जो भी प्रोजेक्ट के ऑप्शंस थे ना, if you just click on build, code coverage, I don't know, maybe we can, for example, look, we can capture a lot of stuff.
This is GitLab. So
this is GitLab, so we can skip it. Yeah. I think build में काफी कुछ था. Build में भी GitHub के और बहुत सारी चीजें थी that probably we can use. Branch checks, state, commit checks. Actually ये सारे के सारे कॉपी करके ना, we can show it in your in the very first, just below the project name. If you show all this is all like meta information about our project.
Right.
So whenever you have time, you can maybe not now, make a PR for all these things, and let's just use everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah. For now, I'll just leave it like this.
Yeah. For now, just leave it.
Maybe we don't have to merge this because this is a batches branch. Let me work on this and add all these, and then I'll create PR.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
चलेगा.
Okay.
But ये जो changes हैं ये push कर देना एक बार because then I will copy them. ठीक है. Okay. So this is done. What was the last thing that we did? We did basically running our test in CI. That was the last thing we did, right?
It's everything.
Because you have to first commit them.
Yeah, so last thing what we did was that GitHub Actions, but before that, so that was something you gave us an assignment because you were busy.
Right.
But before that, I worked on this
Configuration.
And I was not very happy with the solution, so that's why I wanted to discuss this with you.
Okay.
And then maybe, so I just did different solutions, that's why we have 3 different solutions. Just quickly go through this if it's okay.
Yep.
So the first option was something I can check out. Yeah, so this was a very basic option. where I created a config class, and then yeah. So this is just taking the get property,
Right.
doing the run through here. So this was not a very good solution. I can just be discussed. After that, I came up with another solution, which was having it in a configuration file, config.properties, .properties file, and having a class to read those files, and then driver factory will take the data from the configuration.
Right.
So this was one solution, and then you asked me to explore config factory.
Right.
So I have done that. So this we haven't discussed this solution. Maybe we can just go through this.
Okay.
So here, yeah, I implemented config factory where I have an environment class. So initially this was the idea, but I didn't really take up username and password for this. I just tried to do it for URL and browser, which is also not a good idea. While preparing the solution, I was just thinking about how can I use config factory. So I was more focusing on that.
Okay.
So basically, we can have different property files. So just to show, I have one dev properties and one test properties, 2 files.
Okay.
Then I have different URL and browser here and URL and browser here. And in this environment class, which extends config, and this is just an interface. And in the driver factory, yeah, basically using this and taking the information from those environment files and again using the switch case basically.
Can you go back again and show me that config thing, Rashmi? Maybe I missed certain parts. Maybe I missed certain parts. So you have, for example, dev properties and test properties, right?
Yeah. So dev has one URL and one different browser, and test has URL browser.
Okay.
So this is just an interface class environment that extends config, and here this is to parameterize basically so that I can give any file with properties.
Okay.
And this is the environment thingy.
And how do you get the environment?
I use while running in Maven.
Okay, but is it also possible that if you don't give it in Maven, is it also possible to get some default value of it from somewhere?
Yeah, because it's it considers the default. Here I have the default option.
No, but what I mean is, default option is for picking up the driver, but how will it know the other properties?
Yeah, that's all. So first of all, this is not a good solution. Okay. Yeah, I just want to learn how to implement config factory.
Okay, so I mean, I think मैंने भी गलती की, मेरे को बताना था कि config factory भी कई solutions हैं config factory के. The one which I was recommending was something called TypeSafe config factory. So if you maybe just if you just Google search TypeSafe config factory. Yeah, TypeSafe. Yeah, config factory. Yeah, let's see. I think so. Yes, Pranav. Can you come down, Pranav? I go back. So यहाँ पे classes के बारे में बता रहा है. Dzone वाला भी खोल सकती हो article. Yeah, things मैंने explain किया होगा. Example configs, defaults, override, loading TypeSafe config from a resource.
This is using .com.
Right. So that's the format that TypeSafe uses, the extension. और ये जो option है ना, for example, fallback, for example, fallback config.
Yeah.
Parse resource with fallback on config. तो इसमें होता क्या है, देखो अपना गोल क्या है. सबसे पहले अपना गोल ये है कि let's say if you have multiple configurations, which now since you're already introduced to Sauce Labs, which is a good thing, because it actually gives a good solid use case of you know that you can have different environments. So you want to run stuff on your local, you want to run stuff on CI, you want to run stuff on Sauce Labs. So you already have a set of 3 environments now. And you might have different configurations for all 3 environments. So what you want is, you want a common configuration file for all the things that are common across, these 3 environments. Like for example, if you want to run everything in Chrome, maybe you want to have it in a common application config, right? And then for all the environment specific configs, you want to put that information in environment specific configuration. And then you want a way that your application can load the configuration based on either a default configuration which is specified somewhere, or if you want to overwrite it from the command line, it should be able to pick that particular configuration. And type-safe config allows us to do both. Should I ping you the solution itself, or because यहाँ से भी हमें copy paste ही करना है, so maybe you can just simply use that solution.
No, let me try this.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. Because even here, like I said, you first of all combining this and this in one file is not a good idea.
Right.
But the only thing I just wanted to
What do you mean combining this and this in one file is not a good idea?
What I mean is the URL is mostly environment specific. Like you could probably use different URLs when you're running the test on different environments, right? But your browser configuration is it's platform dependency, right? Like what OS and browser you want to run, for example. So it's never like, okay, the combination of browser and URL is not something you pick up at a time. You know what I mean? So if you're running test,
I know what you mean.
Run my test on the test environment, right?
Right.
See, the way I've implemented this is, it picks either this file or another file. And when it picks this file, it takes all the values.
Right. Right.
Browser and URL. So I cannot run my test something like, okay, if I want to run it on dev, I'm running it on Chrome and this URL. And if I want to run it on test, I will run it on Firefox and some other URL. That won't be the case, right? Ideally, URL is like, if I want to run it on test, I give certain URL username, like whatever credentials. But browser is something maybe that's a separate parameter that I need to choose, whether I want to run my tests on test environment and on either Chrome or Firefox. So that's what I mean by this combination one file is not the right way to implement it.
Well, actually, it's the right way to implement it. I hear you, Rashmi, but I think तुम confused हो रही हो, because this is the right way to implement it. I'll tell you why.
No, it's not, because now if I run this test saying that, right? Then it will run only on this browser using this URL.
If you don't want to specify any of the parameters. But if you want to override this parameter, then you can override this. You can say, hey, in dev, I don't want to run on Chrome, I want to run on Firefox, and then you can override it. And that is what type-safe config allows you to do that. And that is what we want. I'll tell you what.
So that's a different implementation. In this implementation, I feel this is not the right.
नहीं, it's not a different implementation. So देखो होता क्या है, अभी तुम्हारे पास 2 fields हैं, तो I can imagine your confusion, right? You might think that it might not be a good idea of putting these 2 things together. Maybe I should put them somewhere else. But actually, when you start building a project, you might have like more than like 2 or 3 dozen configuration values, which you would need to separate out from a test and from your code to keep it flexible enough. Now you will not be able to pass on all those 25-30 config parameters. You'll not even be able to remember it to pass everything from the command line. That's like impossible. So that's why, and also you don't want to create 30 config files for just, let's say, for browsers. What you want is, okay, in dev, this is my most common setup, which is what I'm going to use. But if I want to change it to something else, I want that freedom to be able to override this browser from command line. That is the usual setup. So it is okay to, for example, say browser is going to be Chrome. In fact, you can have more properties defined here. You can say, for example, headless is equals to true, and when you're running from a localhost, maybe you keep it false. Maybe running from CI, you keep it true. And there could be many more parameters that you can actually define here, which some of you might override in depending on where you want to run it. But you still have all that information present in one place, which you can use to know what you can override. Because कोई नया बंदा आएगा, जैसे मेरे टेस्ट डेटा में I have a few modes of picking up test data. एक है random mode जिसमें I can pick up any locale from anywhere in the world, and when I pick that, it picks up any locale, and let's say if I pick Canada, it will generate names in Canada. If I pick up Germany, it picks up names in Germany. I have a specific mode where I can specify I only want to test, let's say, Netherlands, so only give me Dutch names. And then I have another mode where I can specify only pick values from this file. If a new person is coming in the team, he might not even know that I have created this kind of setup, right? But if I put a comment here and I say, okay, for now, test data mode is random. And then if I put a comment on the top, the available modes to choose is random, specific country, or specific values from this file. Then even if I leave the project, if somebody else comes, they know, hey, these are all the three modes available. What is my need? What do I want to pick? I can now pick this. But if I was always overriding it from the command line, I know what all modes are available to me, but for a new person, they wouldn't even know that they have all these modes available.
Yeah, that I understand. Yeah, that I understand.
So it makes sense to keep values like you have kept it here, and you can of course override them whenever you want to override. So that's no problem. Okay. So if you let's say try out with type safe config, let me give you a little bit more information. इसमें एक default file होती है, वो होती है application.config, application.conf. So application.conf होती है, वो by default load होती है, even if you don't specify anything. But in our case, we will specify what configuration we want, right? So what you have to do is, when you're building the solution, you will say, let me see, कहाँ से पिक करता हूँ मैं, app config. I just want to give you a little bit more hint. So because application.config by default load होती है, जब हम configuration को load करेंगे ना, जैसे इसमें if you search, go back to the type safe page and just search for, let's say, application.conf. Application, enter, search. Oh, why does it not show? Control F is same thing, right? Oh, it's not showing. So maybe this article में उसने explain नहीं किया. Maybe a पुराना article है. Can you go back? Maybe let's look for another article. Mini Kong. Yeah, let's see. 2019 का ही. Application.conf. So when you will load the configuration, since you know that loading the configuration will load application.config, you have this, you can actually specify a host parameter, right, as a default parameter, which is like, if nothing is specified, well, load my local config, right? And then you can actually say, but before you try to override and see that, okay, now I want to override my application config, which is my general config, with an environment specific config, I also want to see, is there any config provided from the command line, right? Because देखो दो यूज केस बनते हैं. एक यूज केस है कि तुम अपने नए टेस्ट केस बना रही हो and you want to just run on your local host without bothering about specifying host in Maven, correct? And then you just want to pick up, okay, pick general settings from application config, specific settings from local config, and then just make it available for my code. That's one use case.
Yeah.
And in this use case, you have a host defined in your application config, and based on that host, you can specify, okay, this is a host name, load the configuration for this host name.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there could be another case where you say, but maybe if I want to run stuff from command line, I want to pass the host name from command line. And if it is passed from command line, right, then pick that host file, not the one specified in the default one in application config. Yeah. That's the whole use case. That's it. So that's what will go in your code. So maybe if you write like, कौन सा कोड बोलते हैं उसे? I don't know, pseudo code. So if you're trying to write a pseudo code, maybe just make some notes. So let's just make some notes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the note is, the first note is you want to specify a default host in your application.conf. Default host specified in application.conf, right? Next line, create a bunch of configurations like local.conf, sourcelab.conf, bunch of conf files like local.conf, sourcelab.conf, etc. Right. So now you have your intention specified in application.conf. You have actually got your configuration files, and then in a Java class, let's say in test config, in a Java class like test config, Java class test config, this is what we want to do. And so you can write, this is what we want to do. And then step A, you want to load the default configuration from application.conf. Default configuration from application.conf, right? That's the first thing you want to do. And then you want to check if there's any system property like host which is passed or not. Check if there's a system property called host. Passed from command line. Passed from command line. And the system property is host basically. So this is the system property that you're looking for. Passed from command line. Now, if something is passed from CLI, now you need some sort of logic. If host is specified from CLI, pick that config to override on application config. If passed. If not passed, then pick the default config. If no, pick the default config specified in application.config to override the values. And with this, you basically, if no, pick the default to override configuration. And when we say override, it's not that we are trying to write 1 2 3 4 5 6. You're actually trying to add stuff from application config to local config. So you might have lines 1 2 3 there, and you will add 4 5 6, and just return this merged configuration as a last step. Step 4. So not this, but step 4, main step 4. Now that's okay. So step C. So step C is, little bit go back. And the step C is to just return this merged configuration. Return this merged configuration. That's what you want to do in this method, right? So you will have a method in this class, and basically this is the only method that you will have in this class. Merged configuration from this method. And then in any class, if you write just point 4, now from any test class, let's say from driver class, for example, driver class, from any test class, example driver class, you will first get the whole configuration first get the whole configuration object, which which will be returned from this class, and then get the whole configuration object, returned from testConfig, and then use this config object to get any property that you want to work with. To get the needed properties. So if you want browser, URL, whatever, you can just pick it from there. So this is how it will work. Make sense? Cool. So I think once
the only difference between what I have implemented in config factor and this is this concept of application.conf, which has a default configuration, right?
Right. So you do have some, because like what you have now, you have an either or situation, right? You either pick stuff from this file or from that file, and then the other problem is, well, when you're
it's not this or that. It's just that I can give any properties file basically.
But then you,
but I can give anything.
What I mean is, if you have 5 files, you can only pick one file from those 5, correct?
Yes.
And the problem is, if you are not able to override this value, so there are 2 problems basically. One is, soon you will find that there is some code which is common between these files, and we don't have a way to remove that duplication, right? So duplication is number 1 problem. And number 2 problem.
How is duplication a problem?
So because, like I said, so now you only have 2 properties, but when you have like 30 properties, maybe there are 20 properties that you want to keep common between them.
Right.
Okay. And maybe there are 10 properties that changes. But in this case, you will have those 20 properties duplicated in all those 5 files. So that's one problem. And the second problem is, once you'll make a PR, you will pick up one option, right? One of those 5 files. And if you want to run stuff from command line, then you need a way to override the value which you pass from command line to this. Now I don't know if it allows, if this solution allows for it or not, but I'm not sure. And if it allows, then at least that problem is not there. If it does not allow,
what do you mean by that? Because
so what I mean by that is
providing that information in the command line in that config factor implementation.
So you're saying you're able to provide the environment as a Maven parameter.
Yes, that's the only way. Otherwise, it will just
that's the only way.
Provide anything, it will just take the default value.
And how does it know what's the default value?
So default not as in default from this file, it's just like you said. Because this is the main thing that I was working on.
Right.
I just implemented the default value within this driver factory. So it's not really taking the default of the property files.
Okay. Because I mean, eventually, let's say if we can pass on this parameter from command line, and if it can still pick up a file, at least that's not a problem. That's what I mean.
So that's how I'm running this here. So that's how you take the system. That's how you have the system get properties. And so while running, I'll use this as the variable name env, whatever I've specified here. So I have to run it as maven test whatever -d env is equal to either dev or test.
Right. Basically. Yeah, but what I meant was there is no way that if you don't pass it from command line, then you cannot pass a file, right? That's the drawback for it.
I think so. I haven't checked that. I think so.
Okay. So that sort of becomes a downside.
Yes, so that's what I said. So the main difference is that default option that you have with application.conf, and the other reason that you said about the duplication. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the duplication problem, how is that solved with this implementation?
So what happens is your application config will contain all the common things. Like for example,
because it's merging the data, right? I understand.
And then it's like, maybe I want to run all my tests on Chrome for Sauce Labs and for local and in CI. And in this case, that's exactly the case, because in CI, Chrome is the only driver that we have installed, right? So we want to keep it common in application config. and then maybe URL is something that I want to keep.
Pramod, एक second.
Yep.
एक second. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So, what was I saying? That yeah, and the specific things like the URLs for Source Lab, the URL for local case, that you can specify here.
Yeah, clear.
Cool.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
if-
work on this.
Right. So if you do config, then the next thing could be, yeah, maybe you can also add a remote driver. That's the next thing to pick up.
Okay.
Right. And then उसके बाद we will see, we will try to add more tests. So we'll move from, because login में क्या हुआ हमने सिर्फ एक पेज को यूज किया.
Yeah.
But normally जब हम application test करेंगे तो we'll be using multiple pages. So maybe we can move ahead and try to do some more tests on the application.
Okay.
And in fact,
So just add few more.
yeah, but then we will also look at the issues जो अपने हैं उसमें we will see कि कौन से issues address हुए हैं कौन से नहीं, because अभी भी बहुत सारे features हैं जो हमें add करने हैं. Maybe we can do that first. So before adding more tests, we can try to add more features like, for example, reports. Currently reports are missing from our test, right?
Yeah.
So add reports.
Yeah.
एंड लॉगिंग का मैं ऐड करना चाहता था, लेकिन उसका ये है कि अभी प्रॉब्लम ढंग से आया नहीं है हमारे सामने. सो अगर तुम बिना प्रॉब्लम आए सीखोगे ना तो तुम्हें समझ में ही नहीं आएगा कि ये प्रॉब्लम क्या सॉल्व कर रहा है. आई मीन रिपोर्ट्स इज समथिंग दैट वी मिस, so it makes sense to introduce it. And then we can just look at the issues and see रश्मि की क्या क्या issues अभी भी open है जो हमने close नहीं किए हैं.
वो अभी कर रही है या
बाद में करेंगे, रिपोर्ट्स के बाद, ये सब होने के बाद करेंगे.
Okay.
और सेशंस का फिर मैं वही सोच रहा था कि कविता ने भी बोला कि वो भी शायद अभी जॉब नहीं कर रही है. शी वाज लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब एंड मैंने उसको बोल तो दिया, बट देन आई वाज आल्सो थिंकिंग कि यार मैं ऑलरेडी थोड़ा ओवरलोड टाइप फील कर रहा हूँ, बिकॉज घर पे बच्चे और काम और ऑफिस और मैंने फर्नीचरिंग के भी कुछ हॉबी उठा लिए, तो आई थॉट आई एम टेकिंग बिट टू मच ऑन माई सेल्फ. तो इसलिए मैं सोचा कि, और अभी तुम जिस स्टेज पे हो उससे मुझे लग रहा है कि हम लोग काफी हमने बहुत कम टाइम में एक्चुअली बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट कर लिया. आई नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड दिस कि हम लोग इतने कम टाइम में इतना इम्प्रूवमेंट कर पाएंगे, बट आई मीन दिस इज ऑसम. बट आई थिंक इट्स ऑल्सो प्रॉब्ली बिकॉज तुम्हें महेश से भी हेल्प मिल रही है, और एंड आई थिंक ऑल्सो तुम्हारे लिए भी शायद ये पहला एक्सपीरियंस है, राइट, ऑटोमेशन का.
Yeah, I've done robotic process automation, but उसमें इतना प्रोग्राम नहीं है.
Right.
It was more than 1%.
Right. But I think what's really helpful is क्योंकि तुम्हारे लिए ये पहला एक्सपीरियंस है in terms of doing all this thing, you are coming with a clean slate, and then it's easier for you to just understand a concept without any previous baggage. Because कविता के साथ मैंने एक सेशन लिया था, तो वहाँ पे वो ये रहा था कि because she has got some experience with automation, which was like 10 years old, तो she had a lot of baggage, and फिर उसने खुद ने बोला भी है कि शायद maybe with Rashmi it's easier because she's coming with a clean slate, and with me because I was also telling her that Kavita, you have to first forget all these things that you know from past, because this is not how we do stuff nowadays, and it's like really bad practices. But फिर मैंने उसको बोला भी कि हाँ ये fact है, Rashmi is coming with a clean slate, you have a lot of baggage, so that will make things tricky, but let's try. तो I was thinking कि हम लोग 2 सेशंस लें वीक में, then मैं वीकेंड्स फ्री रखना चाहता हूँ, and maybe वीक में एक दिन ब्रेक. तो 2 ऑप्शंस हैं, या तो हम ये कर सकते हैं कि जैसे मंडे को लें तुम्हारा सेशन और दूसरा वेडनेसडे को लें, या फिर ये कर सकते हैं, एंड आई वाज थिंकिंग मे बी कविता का ट्यूसडे थर्सडे कर दूं, और व्हाट आई कैन डू इज वेडनेसडे मैं फ्री रख सकता हूँ अपने लिए, एंड देन लेट्स से मंडे को तुम्हारा सेशन, ट्यूसडे को कविता का, वेडनेसडे आई विल टेक फ्री, एंड देन थर्सडे तुम्हारा, फ्राइडे कविता का, सैटरडे संडे मेरा फ्री। इस केस में तुम्हें 2 दिन मिल जाएंगे बीच में ट्राई करने के लिए, एंड थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस स्प्रेड आउट हो जाएगा। अदरवाइज ये होगा कि मंडे वेडनेसडे एकदम से कॉन्सेप्ट उठाएंगे, एंड देन प्रॉब्ली यू हैव नथिंग टू डू फॉर नेक्स्ट 4 days. Does it make sense?
This sounds good to me. What I was also thinking was, like, if you need to spend more time with her, that's also okay with me, because for now, for me, like, whatever we discussed today, like, this is the kind of guidance I need from you, and then I'll spend some time to try and implement this, I think.
एक्चुअली कॉन्सेप्ट्स बहुत सारे बचे हैं रश्मि, अभी हमने बहुत बेसिक ग्राउंड कवर किया है, और मतलब एटलीस्ट जो हमने कवर किया है ना, ये ऐसा है कि तुम किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में इसको ले जाके सीधा यूज कर सकते हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वॉट एवर यू विल इम्प्लीमेंट हियर इन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, when you start working in a real project, you will just copy paste, implement. Whatever you learn in terms of Git, you will just copy paste, implement. Whatever you're learning in terms of separating your test implementation from intentions separate, but उसमें थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, क्योंकि वो अभी वो जो कॉन्सेप्ट्स है ना, वो थोड़े प्रैक्टिस से कॉन्क्रीट होंगे।
वो ज्यादा टेस्ट डालने से नहीं।
Correct. But once you have correct. But once you have done that like enough number of times, once you've got that design concept that okay, I should keep my implementation separate from intentions, you will be able to take the design practice and implement it in any other project. तो कुछ चीजें हैं ऐसी जो हम एक बार सीखेंगे और तुम कॉपी पेस्ट कर सकते हो। फॉर एग्जांपल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, फॉर एग्जांपल रिपोर्ट्स, you'll just will take copy paste from here, implement it there, and then done. Logging, copy from here, put somewhere else, and done. But design practices के लिए we would need some more practice. And what I've learned is, even though all these things are important, like Git, reports, configuration, logging, but eventually जो number one important चीज है ना, जो तुम्हें separate करेगा बाकी लोगों से, वो है design. And design is something that will only come from experience and practice. So I don't really want to, let's say, stop at this moment. I also don't want to spend more time with Kavita because, quite frankly, मेरे पास time मुझे लग रहा है कि I can do, but I feel I'm burning myself too much. And also the fact that कि मैं YouTube videos बनाना चाहता हूँ, because what I realize is जिससे अभी तुम्हें इससे help मिल रही है, right? And मैंने कविता को एक session लिया, and she was saying कि this is really useful for her. And I felt कि if I actually start making YouTube videos, it can help more people. But मैं बना ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे पास एनर्जी नहीं बचती है और टाइम भी नहीं बचता है कि मैं वो बना पाऊँ। It's like टाइम है पर एनर्जी नहीं है मेरे अंदर वो करने की। तो and that's why I don't want to take more sessions for her. So I will just keep it 2-2, and then at least I will hopefully have more energy to make those videos.
So that is what I'm saying. See, I don't feel bad when you say that you don't have the energy to do it.
No, you don't have to feel bad. I mean,
you focus on the tutorials and just guide me in concepts like this, and I'll take some time to implement this, and I'll get back to you, and then we can discuss for the next session.
No, but okay, how should I put it? In terms of helping you guys and tutorials, I still feel helping you guys has got more value than try to make a generic value which I think somebody might use, right? Because I don't know if somebody will use it or not. So these sessions, what we're doing, they are making more difference to you people than, let's say, if I make some tutorials and somebody might look at those tutorials. So I'm not saying that is more valuable than this. I'm saying it still has value. This has got more value, what we are doing. So I want to give more focus to what we are doing, but it's just that I will not be able to do it, like जो हमारा पिछला अप्रोच था, वो मैंने रियलाइज किया कि वो वर्केबल नहीं है मेरे लिए। तो आई थिंक 2 sessions is something which I think I can do, and then I can find still some more time and energy to make those videos. So don't worry, don't feel bad.
Okay, let's do that for Monday and Thursday.
Cool. And तुम्हारा वो जो ब्रांच है उससे मेरे को फाइनली मैं सोच रहा था गिटहब प्रोफाइल बनाऊं, गिटहब प्रोफाइल्स बनाऊं, बट बना नहीं पा रहा था, बट नाउ यस।
Oh, I found that from a blog.
Yeah.
One lady called Tamicha or someone, she had written. So she had written that she was trying to get attention, like she monitors her traffic on her GitHub profile because she wants to get more attention there.
Right.
And for a long time it didn't happen. And she said just adding these, so she just gave these 5 badges, and she said just adding this made a lot of difference
Indeed.
for the traffic to her repository. So I just thought, yeah, let me give it a try. And these were all very kind of.
शील्ड्स iOS चीज है रश्मि, शील्ड्स iOS चीज है, बहुत सारे अच्छे डेवलपर्स हैं, बहुत सारे अच्छे टेस्टर्स हैं, पर जिनको ये नहीं पता ना, it's like what she is saying is exactly true. The moment you put Shields IO badges, अगर तुमने एक प्रोजेक्ट भी डाला है ना, ड्रोन, मान लो तुमने ड्रोन बनाया, अपने रेपो पे डाला, तुमने बोला ये एक प्रोजेक्ट है जिसपे मैंने काम किया, you can and you can say please go and check out the commits, because then you can see I've really worked on it. It's not a copy paste project from somewhere else. The moment person clicks on your GitHub profile, Shields IO ऐसी चीज है जो लोगों ने देखी नहीं होती कईयों ने, और जैसे वो देखेगा ना, ओ ये क्या है, वो ऑलरेडी इम्प्रेस हो जाएगा without even looking at a code and design. It gives an impression that this guy is very, or girl is very technical.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright, so before I start working on the next few things, I will like to suggest create a repository of my own that I start.
ठीक है, cool है, cool है, चलो, okay.
Alright, thanks a lot, Pramod.
वेलकम है. अच्छा, मैं एक चीज के लिए थोड़ा क्यूरियस हूँ, तो जैसे अब तुम्हारे पास दोनों का एक्सपीरियंस है, सेरेनिटी का भी और कुकुम्बर का भी, और जो हम अभी कर रहे हैं इसका भी, तुम्हें क्या मेन डिफरेंसेस दिख रहे हैं, प्रोज एंड कॉन्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ कहाँ पे तुम्हें क्या प्रो दिख रहा है, कहाँ पे क्या कॉन्स दिख रहा है?
Pro ये है कि implementation was pretty easy there, because even before we got there, I already had worked with him to create tests using Cucumber and JUnit. So then he started introducing me to Serenity. So it was very easy to just
onboard,
take these tests and migrate to Serenity framework. A lot of implementation was very simple. So in that way, for implementation, and I also read a lot about what is the best way, like if you're just starting work with a new automation framework, and a lot of people suggest that it's always a good idea to take up a framework rather than writing your own programs and all of these things, like for example, driver factory, config factory, whatever. Right? So they said because this is already easily implemented, and Serenity is also they say one of the really good. So that way it was very easy to implement a few things once you get to know where and how to implement it.
Right.
But on the other hand, for me, it helps to do things myself, to understand, like from understanding perspective. If I just worked on Serenity, I think a lot of things I would have understood why and how things get implemented.
Right.
Maybe initially it's not needed, but at some point, I think if you have to debug and analyze and get things working, I think it's important to understand that how is this
stuff working.
Like how the picking the environment variables. So like even though I was working on the framework, there was one some kind of limitation because of which we had to implement properties files. So there, because I knew how to get these properties, it was very easy for me to just create your own environment variable in the form file and then use that to get these files, for example. If I hadn't worked like this, then I wouldn't know how to implement that. It would be more like, using a UI, for example.
Correct.
You just pick and drop things, but you won't know how things are working.
Correct.
So I think those are the cons in terms of, like, you won't be able to analyze and debug if you don't have that knowledge of how things are implemented. But otherwise, for a project, I think if you want to implement test automation, picking up a framework like that, I found that easier to start with rather than developing everything yourself. And I think I was also biased a bit because I started reading and I found many people saying, it's always good to start with a framework rather than because these are all, like you said, once you write it, then I can just copy paste this in any project, right? So
True.
people have already written really sophisticated way of working in terms of these properties and configurations and things like that. From that perspective, it's always good to start with a framework.
Okay. मेरा भी सेम रीजन था. फॉर एग्जांपल जो हमारे प्रोजेक्ट में जब मैंने शुरू किया ना, तो मेरे पास भी वही ऑप्शंस थे कि शुड आई इम्प्लीमेंट सेरेनिटी, शुड आई गो विद सेलेनियम. एंड आई आल्सो हैव अ फ्रेंड जिसने दोनों पे काम किया है. उसने भी यही चीजें मुझे बोली कि बहुत सारी चीजें जो हम इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं सेलेनियम में, वो सेरेनिटी में ऑलरेडी तुम्हें ऑफ द शेल्फ मिल जाती है बिकॉज उन्होंने इम्प्लीमेंट कर रखी है. एंड देन आई वाज लाइक ओके, इफ दैट इज द केस देन आई वांट टू गो विद सेलेनियम बिकॉज मेरा भी था कि पहले प्रोजेक्ट में तुम्हें बहुत लर्निंग होती है. एंड इफ आई नो हाउ ऑल दिस थिंग्स वर्क behind the scenes, then in the next project, because I don't want to bore myself with doing the same thing over again, then probably I would like to try with Serenity, and then I will also be able to judge कि Serenity में अच्छा क्या है, बुरा क्या है, pros क्या है, cons क्या है, क्या कमियां है, क्या strengths है, which I would miss if I directly start with Serenity. So that was my reason also. And I am glad.
Also, any framework, no matter how good they are, there will always be certain limitations.
True.
Right?
True.
Because you would want certain things in a certain way.
True.
And I think for a person like me, because I'm just starting up, I will be okay to just do things the way they're asking me to do.
Right. Fair enough.
But in your case, because you worked on different things and you have very strong idea about how you want to do things.
Right.
In such cases, sometimes they won't cater to all your needs. Then it might become a bit
true
annoying to use.
Right. And I mean also the fact is, for example, Serenity is now a front-end framework, and you cannot use, for example, a lot of things. If you want to move from, let's say, Serenity framework or any other framework for that matter to, let's say, Rest Assured framework. Then you are still stuck. You have to start from the scratch because there's no framework to help you out. And
I think Serenity Rest Assured probably.
Are you sure?
Let me quickly check. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw.
Okay.
Working with REST APIs we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let's say if you have to work on another technology, let's say with message brokers, for example. If you know that how to manage your configuration, if you know how to manage your logging, if you know how to manage your reporting, you can just copy stuff from one framework, implement it in another one, for which maybe there are no frameworks available. जैसे हमारा जो लास्ट प्रोजेक्ट था Payvision में, वहाँ पे ना APIs थी, ना हमारे पास फ्रंट एंड था, हमारे पास something called message brokers थे, और RabbitMQ यूज कर रहे थे हम लोग वहाँ पे एज एन एप्लीकेशन, जहाँ पे मैसेजेस पुश करते थे एसिंक्रोनस, फिर वो मैसेज एसिंक्रोनस वहाँ से पब्लिश होते थे, एंड देन वी हैव टू यूज PowerShell to push message, get messages, and then you needed something. And once you have these concepts clear, you can still use the same concepts even though the implementation might be different. So यहाँ पे Java में है, वहाँ पे PowerShell में होगा, but then you know what things you need, and then you know the right questions to ask. And you know how you want it to be implemented. And how all that stuff will work with CI. So those things can help. But I mean for sure कि मैं भी Serenity try करना चाहूँगा, let's say किसी future project में, for the same reasons that you mentioned, that बहुत सारी चीजें off the shelf available है, and then just to see कि let's see कि वहाँ पे क्या है क्या नहीं.
The age is, I noticed is that these kind of frameworks, on one hand, it makes it easier for someone to start with these kind of things, right? Like once you just follow the steps according to the framework. But the moment you want to do something
different,
customize something, it becomes extremely complex because the code behind these frameworks are very complex compared to what we write here, for example. At least I just looked into some of the code there, and it was super complex, at least for me.
Okay.
So then it's like it's ironic, right? On one hand, it's easier because it's a framework. On the other hand, thoda sa bhi customize karna hai, it becomes extremely difficult.
And do you even have access to code in the sense, can you modify the code and do your own stuff, or how is it?
No. I didn't want to modify the code. What I mean is, like, if you want to implement something differently, right, then
Right.
you need to understand how this value is being taken where, right?
Right.
So to understand that, you can go look into the code.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one problem, and the other is, if, like you said, if you want to do something custom, maybe you might not even be allowed to do that. You know, if it's a simple requirement, like you said about using a property, maybe you can. But maybe if you want to implement something more complex, I don't know if the framework will allow to integrate or how it works. But ठीक है, cool, okay. ठीक है रश्मि, चलो फिर टेक केयर है, मिलते हैं, cheers, bye.